Hi, a film I watched last night that I was interested to see was the 1977 Don Taylor version of The Island of Dr. Moreau. It's based on the H.G. Wells novel about a British sailor shipwrecked on a remote island who discovers that it's inhabited by the mysterious Dr. Moreau, his assistant, Mr. Montgomery, and a variety of strange animal creatures that he discovers ultimately are the result of Moreau attempting to elevate animals to the level of human beings. However, the experiments go wrong, and Moreau discovers that playing God has consequences, as if you didn't know. The film has been adapted for the screen several times. The original version in the 30s as Island of Lost Souls, a film that was, I believe, banned in several countries for being too gruesome and graphic, and famously the 1996 version directed by John Frankenheimer after the original director was fired and was a notorious disaster. This strikes a middle ground in that it's not especially horrifying, it's fairly accurate to the book, and it's generally pretty competent. But Lancaster is an interesting choice to play Moreau. He has that presence and that imposingness that Moreau requires. And Michael York is a good choice to play the shipwreck survivor, the sort of slightly more milk toast gentle figure. But the film, ironically, given the setting that it was filmed on location in the Virgin Islands, it has a significant supporting cast all wearing a variety of prosthetics. It feels a bit cheap. It feels all a bit inex- inexpensive, perhaps. And also, there are a number of deviations from the book that strike me. Moreau's death at the end of the story is, although dramatically it works well, it's not as violent and graphic as his death in the 30s version, where he is taken to the House of Pain, the laboratory where he's experimented on his animal subjects and brutally vivisected by them. Instead, he's just mauled. That's kind of it. It all feels a bit sort of low rent, a bit sort of low stakes, which befits the film's status as being an independent production. I feel there could have been more done to push the elements a bit more, and the twist at the end where the beautiful woman that York's character has been courting turns out, in fact, to be the result of experiments again, is something that you could see coming a mile off. It would have been more of a twist if that hadn't happened, or if perhaps just as the ship is coming in sight that's going to rescue them, she turns around and mauls him to death, or something else. As a result, it's a perfectly adequate production. As I say, Lancaster is good, York is good, Nigel Davenport, who plays Montgomery, is appropriately unpleasant. But it just lacks a certain extra. No one's heart seems to really be in the project. Everyone's treating it as a job of work that they will do properly and then punch out at the end of the day. Unlike the origins of the 1996 version, no one really cared enough to make this something special. Instead, it's something that is agreeably competent, which is fine, but it could have been a lot better.